guys, it's Miss Brown. Today we're going to be taking our very first set of notes. So what you're going to need is your spiral. I made a really big deal about it on the video yesterday, so get those spirals out. If you don't have a spiral yet, you can write it on notebook paper, but do not lose the notebook paper. This is your final for this class. If you're missing any of the notes, you're going to have to rewrite them, and no one wants to do that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your spiral and you're going to put the title. And today's notes are called photography notes. As you go through the PowerPoint, which is going to play in this video, you'll see at the top it says copy this or don't copy this. If it says copy this, write it down. If it says don't copy this, you don't have to write it down. You can if you want to, but it's not required. If I talk too fast for you or the video is going too fast, please pause it so that you can write down the information you need. I want you to be able to go at your pace. So press play, it plays the video, you pause so you can make sure you get the notes taken, and then keep it playing. I tried to keep it short, so we'll see if that worked. Photography notes. Photography. The art or practice of taking and processing photographs. Photography terms. Flash, extra light added to the picture when needed. Focusing, how clear the picture appears. Composition, the arrangement of elements used. Composition is paying attention to what will be photographed, how it is placed in relationship to other objects, and how well the subject matter is expressed. For the next 3 slides, please do not copy. What I'm going to show you is a famous picture, and the picture done with basic lines so that you can see how your eye would move around the photo itself. So to make this clearer, take a look at these photos. These are side-by-side comparisons of a successful photograph along with its component parts. The first example is a photo from Yosemite. Based solely on the line drawing, you can see that the composition is very balanced with equal amounts of interest on both halves of the frame. The next one. This photo is from Death Valley and has a more dramatic composition with strong diagonals running the length of the photo, so your eyes move in a diagonal way when you're looking at this picture. This last picture is from, oh my goodness, Jökulsárlón in Iceland. Let's pretend I said that right. And it's a block of ice washing ashore. Here you can see the lines and shapes that form the structure of the photograph. So we have a triangle which represents that water flowing past it, and then the iceberg itself is, I don't know, what is that, 6 sides? And then the horizon itself is flat. You still have movement, you still have an awesome balance in the picture. Great photograph. One thing photographers use a lot is something called the rule of thirds. So please copy this into your spiral. A piece should be divided into 9 sections of equal size. Points of interest in the work should land near where lines intersect. These lines are known as crash points. Once you're done copying the notes, please draw yourself a box with 9 boxes in it. Circle where the boxes intersect, and on one of them write crash point. In this particular picture, you can see the little boy is in the bottom left of the crash point. So it moves our eyes there first and then out to the rest of the picture. Here are 2 more examples of rules of thirds. On the left, you'll see Jim from the office. He's sitting off to the right a little bit. Rules of thirds. Anything could happen over there. On the right side, the gentleman is in the center of the photograph. When we put things in the center of a photograph, it is usually just for a portrait. On the next one, I've taken off the grid for the rules of thirds, but you can still see it. On the left, the lady taking the photograph is on the far side of the picture, and on the right, the gentleman is right in the center of the picture. So as you can tell, just moving the subject matter over a little bit makes it more dynamic or interesting. Using the rule of thirds is a great tool to use with composition. You want your audience's eyes to move around the page. That is why you rarely put your subject in the center of the page unless you are creating a portrait. Now that your video is done, we're going to talk about the photography project itself. I'm not going to give you all the instructions here. You need to read the instructions for yourself, and if you have questions, please email me. Make sure that you remember your copyright rules. Don't use someone else's work as your own. Just use your phone, and if you need to upload each of the pictures individually, that's okay. If you want to put them all on one page, that's okay too. All right, so good luck. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.